You gotta stay regular. Piss 2 times a day at least. When morning time comes, you gotta drop a bomb and flush it away.
We are so back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, baby.
Everybody
Yeah.
is back in the house, man. 10 days since we've done this show.
10 days.
10
Seems like
days.
10 months.
Yeah, it does seem like
I
a
missed
lifetime.
you guys.
Well,
I don't miss you. I see you every day. But Tony, I
was
miss
gonna
you.
say.
I missed you too, John.
Yeah, we did
Aw.
miss Tony Gump because we didn't get to see him for 10 days.
I know.
But we're all back together again. This is exciting. And a lot of exciting things have happened. The
Really?
election of Donald J. Trump. And,
Oh yeah.
This is our first show since the election. We essentially just took a few days off because, I mean, honestly, I don't know how y'all felt, but I was exhausted after Tuesday.
Yes.
I felt drained. I felt like you and y'all probably felt the same way. You felt like you were a part of the campaign. Like you were almost waiting for Donald Trump to come give you a pat on the back saying, "Good job helping us get elected." Because I mean, it felt that way. We talked about it day in and day out and over and over and over, and it was such a fight for 4 years. And then we finally made it. Now, we're not quite there yet. We got to get to January 20th.
We're getting there, baby. We're getting there.
I think the hard part, at least our part of it, is now over. And we can go ahead and move forward. And what was surprising to me is how quickly the left accepted defeat, which is a little suspicious.
It really is.
But, they didn't try to go, new Russiagate or claim that the election was stolen or anything like that. They just said,
It's just, when you get beaten that bad, you just...
they got pummeled.
Oh, man, ass whooping.
They got an ass whooping.
And a shout out to everybody at the election party Tuesday night.
my
That was a lot of fun.
That was a blast. That was an absolute blast.
Poor Uncle Sam, he got so drunk, his goatee fell off. It was awful.
Well, y'all remember what happened to Boomer? Boomer got an overnight stay in Pelham.
Should we even talk about that?
I mean, he brought it up on the show.
Yeah,
I
true.
personally wasn't going to say anything about it because I'm like, we never want people leaving our events drunk and driving. And Boomer just made a bad call, and he's got representation, he said, and he plans on doing what he's got to do. It's not the end of the world, but it is a very dangerous thing to do. We don't suggest that.
No.
Yeah, nobody do that. And
of course, I don't know the full story. It could have been, he could have just been slightly over the limit or something. I don't know.
I just know right before we left, Amy and I left, I asked him if he was okay to do that.
Then he said, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And of course, she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine, man."
Well, I mean, he didn't seem like he was wilding out or anything. I mean, he seemed like normal Boomer.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good tolerance to this stuff.
I say he seemed like normal Boomer, but normal Boomer's drinking beer all day. So never mind. Okay, scratch that. But yeah, it was a good time.
Yep.
We had a lot of fun. And for those of you that watch this podcast, thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with us. We've got another event coming up, the Christmas event, which we got to figure out what we're going to do.
Oh my gosh, yes, we're totally unprepared.
Yes, we are. We need to brainstorm after the show, and I really legitimately need to come up with something tonight because we got a meeting next week, and I don't want to cut my hair. I don't want to do that on stage. I'm not saying I won't cut my hair. I just don't want to. I don't want that to be our bit.
Okay, how about we do this? How about we do like a sleight of hand, and we get like a wig and cut it off, and we'll do that, and they'll pull it out. Everybody go, out like that. Oh, that would be awesome.
What about a magic show? What if we get Huge dress up like a magician and we'll just go online and learn some different magic tricks?
I suck at magic. I really want.
I know that would make it even better. Think about it. We had a magician one time at one of our events.
He was good.
He actually was pretty
scary.
Good. It's scary good.
It was very scary.
So, that. But more stuff going on. Tomorrow, by the way, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I've got my wings ready to go to put in the air fryer. I got my special spice. I am ready, baby.
Is this new generation versus old generation? Because I think the younger people are going for Jake Paul because they grew up watching him on YouTube and stuff. I can't. I want Mike Tyson to win. I mean, I don't want him to lose. This is probably his last fight. I don't want him to lose his last fight. I mean, I feel like we've been through so much with Mike Tyson.
Well,
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Is it about money? I hope it's not fixed. I hope it's not like,
they got their shots taken just, I guess, today or yesterday. This is the matchup.
Yeah,
right
now
here.
something about the contract for this fight. Mike Tyson cannot knock out Jake Paul physically. He won't get paid any money. So
wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the
mean?
contract. Mike Tyson cannot knock out Jake Paul.
That's
But
ridiculous.
how do you prevent that?
I don't know. I guess you can't hit him too hard in the head. So
See, that's ridiculous. So I'd like to make an appeal to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, if he does knock him out, please pay him what he would have been paid. And that way, Mikey ain't got to worry about nothing, and that's lights out, baby.
I mean, I personally don't care about the money. I just wouldn't want Mike Tyson to care about the money because we don't want to see soft fight. What if it's a bit like who put the stipulation in there for no knockouts? What if he knocks out Mike Tyson? Same thing.
no, I think that's different.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Because it's not going to happen.
This is a Jake Paul publicity stunt, is what that is.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I'm like, nah, and I looked it up. I'm like, oh my God.
That's kind of like WWE stuff that they'd put those kind of stipulations in a match.
Yeah, that kind of had the feel of
Well,
that.
technically, Mike Tyson has like a weapon. Like his hands are considered a weapon by law, and that's why you'll never see him punch anybody. Even Steve-O had to run into his fist on the night show or whatever, because Mike Tyson's not allowed to hit anybody unless it's a contest.
Dang.
Jeez.
Yep.
I don't know. I just want to see Mike Tyson win, and I mean, maybe he doesn't need the money, and he knocks him out anyway. Because I don't care if Mike Tyson gets paid or not. I just want him to win in epic fashion.
Yeah, but isn't it like $35 million for Tyson and like $50 million for Jake Paul?
Why is everything leaning in Jake Paul's direction?
Exactly.
Is he at like an extreme disadvantage? That's what those. When you've got stipulations like that, and the payout's much higher for Jake Paul, that tells me Jake Paul's less likely to win. Normally, that's how the betting world would work.
Well, regardless of who wins, they both win because of all this publicity. So what they get paid in their contract, they'll make just as much, if not more, in the products they sell and all the other stuff.
Yeah, man. I just, Iron Mike, come on through, baby.
Yep.
Come on, Mike.
Knock him out.
Mikey.
So what?
Come on. Anyway, I'll still watch it. I just hope it's not a dud because I watch UFC. I watch a lot of UFC, and when there's a dud match on UFC and it's one of the big ones, it's so disappointing.
Well, just because he can't knock him out doesn't mean he can't beat the crap out of him in the body,
Yeah, this is true. Well, I hope that the match at least lasts enough for me to eat a dozen wings. 'Cause I'm planning on 36 wings.
Well, just start before. Just when they start walking out, go ahead and start eating.
Okay, when they start walking out.
Yeah.
Because I eat them pretty fast.
Yeah. I can imagine you do. With your brand new air fryer.
Yes. Ooh.
Have you been using it?
Yes. Ooh.
You like it?
Ooh. Broccoli. Spray some butter on it. Sprinkle a little cheese. Nice. Like 6-7 minutes. That's good.
I bet Bird's air fryer is already disgusting. Just
no,
a
it's
few
not.
days
I bought some little paper sleeve things you put in there.
Yeah.
Put in there. They cook. I take them out, throw them away. Pristine.
It's easy to let your air fryer go after a few cycles and not like remember to clean it out.
Like the microwave at work.
Yes, it's like the microwave at work. Because I was using my air fryer to dehydrate peppers, and so there'd be like seeds and stuff all in there, and then Trish would go cook something, and then she'd yell at me because with all of her food tastes like peppers all of a sudden.
Yeah.
She didn't really yell at me, but Alex Jones was shut down today. InfoWars was shut down today. And this has been... InfoWars is what, 15, 20 years old? Is that right?
16.
16 years old. He has built really an empire with that brand. And because of the Sandy Hook deal and the bankruptcy court, they're just coming in and buying all of his stuff. And they auctioned it off. Now, there were apparently people with Alex Jones that were going to buy the stuff and then, I guess, get it back to him in some way, shape, or form. And they were, from what I understand, they were the highest bidder, but the auctioneers gave it away to a lower bidder, which happened to be the Onion out of Connecticut. Remember the Onion, the satire site? They're the ones who bought it. So they came in after that purchase happens. They shut them down, and then the Onion's allegedly going to make a satirical, newsroom, or they're probably make fun of conservatives or Alex Jones or whatever, which will be completely unsuccessful because, I didn't even know the Onion existed anymore.
I know. It's been irrelevant. It's Babylon Bee, baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even know they were still around. But he goes and gets shut down. Well, then he moves over to a different studio, and he's doing a show. Is he still live right now? Can you refresh that? Click the live button and see if he's... Okay, so here he is, live right here. Let's play this.
That's
one of his other hosts?
That's the other guy.
So he must be taking a break.
They want revenge, and they just want to neutralize Alex. They obviously...
Make that smaller, and let's just see what the numbers are on it at the moment. There is 1.6 million people watching Alex Jones show, which is called the Alex Jones Network now. They took the name InfoWars as well, and over almost 2 million people are watching him. He usually doesn't have those kind of numbers. maybe he does, but that's just strictly on Twitter. He had to do a whole new website.
Yeah.
And they just had to redo everything, but he's already hit the ground running on day one and created so much. I think here's what happened is they anticipated doing this to Alex Jones for a long time, but they didn't expect Donald Trump being the president-elect. Mm-hmm. And because Donald Trump is the president-elect, that gives Alex Jones that much more power for people to watch, because Alex Jones is being proven right on everything.
Well, the big thing with this is he got to keep his name from the bankruptcy.
Like his actual birth name?
Yeah, they were trying to get AlexJonesStore.com. They were trying to take his name, but he ended up just switching right over, and all they get is a bunch of equipment and a website called InfoWars, and there's no InfoWars without Alex Jones. He is InfoWars, so he just switched his name up.
Whatever they do with that studio, they're not going to be successful with it, but
it's a loss.
Because we won't even, nobody's going to even know what the Onion's doing. Like, they're going to get no traction. Everybody's watching Alex Jones now. But one thing that people were putting out there is Alex Jones needs to be in the Trump administration. And I know that probably sounds crazy to a lot of people, but let's just imagine Alex Jones as press secretary. Close your eyes. All right. Alex Jones, press secretary. Let's see what that's like.
I bet on you because I know how important you are. And I know the globalists' greatest crime is fighting competition and poisoning and dumbing people down. If they're so powerful, they should be able to lead people and have them accept their plan through being open, but they're not. They're the worst of the worst, and I, at a cellular, DNA, genetic, and spiritual level, am built to oppose them. I'm so damn satisfied. Magnet that grabs iron. And so when you're a Satanist, when you leave this plane, you get sucked into that hell, that false reality outside of God's reality. God said, Satan, you have free will. You can create your own universe. It's a tomb. I've seen it. I've been there. I'll leave it at that. God said, you can see anything you want. I said, I want to see hell. God told me, this was like 3 years ago, it was so transcendent. You sure this is what you want? Because I'm going to let you have one question.
One eternity later.
But man, let me just say something. We have got to promote a pro-human future and be honest, we'll destroy ourselves.
So
it has to stop.
That's essentially what it would be like if Alex Jones was press secretary, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'd love to see the interaction with the press.
Wow.
I think it'd be good. I mean, I say do it now while everybody's distracted with Matt Gaetz. You know?
Well, I mean, press secretary, he could put in whoever he wants. They don't have to get approved.
That's right. Just do it. Do it while everybody's concentrating on Matt Gaetz.
You know what?
Get it over
Put
with.
in the Hulkster.
Yeah, people.
Maybe even Steve Bannon.
There has been speculation that, and I think this was Scott Jennings on CNN. He said you need to take Hulk Hogan, like Ron DeSantis needs to take Hulk Hogan and put him in Marco Rubio's Senate seat in Florida.
Oh my God!
You think he'd actually do
There's
it?
a precedent for it.
I
Jesse
mean-
the Body Ventura.
Yeah,
in
that's
Minnesota.
true.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sort of pretended to be a conservative.
You heard from him since Kamala lost?
No. He got to the chopper.
You got to the chopper. Let's watch my favorite Matt Gaetz clip, which we played on the show today, where he was at a Turning Point USA event.
Oh, yeah.
Made some comments, and then later on was asked about it.
Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, I missed it.
La, 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 la.
Oh my gosh!
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, baby.
Be offended. And the media is absolutely melting down. I mean, they're having a conniption. Here's MSNBC talking about, like, this is right after they found out Matt Gaetz was the AG pick.
Hearing from people inside the DOJ right now about what this Gaetz pick would mean for the future of the department.
They are absolutely horrified, Anna, and that's not an exaggeration. And they're not speaking by name, but I'll just tell you that John Bolton, who's one of the most conservative figures in Washington, who served as Donald Trump's national security advisor, just said in the last hour that this is the worst nomination for a cabinet post in American history. And that's not hyperbole. He legitimately believes that. People are horrified because, as you said, the Attorney General is not only the most important legal job in the United States, it's a very important national security job. I think this is getting a little bit lost, particularly post 9/11. The Attorney General sees the most sensitive intelligence in the government, much of the same intelligence that the president sees. He or she oversees very sensitive, secret counterintelligence investigations, counterterrorism operations, signs off on things that the intelligence agencies are doing, negotiates with the tech companies about how the NSA is accessing data. It's just mind-boggling, and it takes up much of the Attorney General's portfolio, that national security part of it that we don't usually see because much of it is secret. And it's an incredible responsibility, and Matt Gaetz just doesn't have anything in his resume that would suggest he's prepared for that. And then you have this other side where he's threatening to blow up the department and has accused it of being corrupt. And he actually has said he believes that Merrick Garland has ordered the FBI to investigate Joe Biden's political opponents. If you believe that, then you might believe that you can do the same thing as Attorney General. That's not what happened, but Matt Gaetz appears to believe it, and there's a real fear inside the Justice Department that he or people like him would order investigations where there was no predicate, where there was no crime, and that's going to force some career people to make some really hard choices.
Oh my God, dude! He just said we're scared that he's going to do the same thing to Democrats that Democrats did to Donald Trump.
Yeah,
and they're freaked out about that guy.
I'd be freaked out if I were them right now.
And you want to talk about the resume or who should and shouldn't be in a presidential cabinet? We went through 4 years of an absolute freak show coming in and out of that White House.
Unbelievable.
Absolute freaks. The people they brought up, the transgender dude that was showing his tits on the White House lawn, all this other. There was the one that, here you go. This the one guy that was some sort of trans actor they brought in as a White House intern.
One sec. Democracy's calling. See you, Daddy. Bye.
Hi, my name is Cooper, and this is a day in my life as a White House intern. We did a joke.
Oh my God.
Hey everyone, Vogue. Usually I start off with a big coffee. Sorry, they're like really strict in here. Hey Jenny, I booked you a nail appointment, love.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
It's called Initiative. Hi, White House, this is Cooper. I don't think so. Oh, doesn't matter. This is actually the entrance to the West Wing. This is so fun and it's really prestigious.
I thought this was parody when I first saw it.
Is Rodrigo still here?
No. We've come a long way in our fight against this virus. We've vaccinated 160 million Americans. Are you getting this all down?
Don't worry, Queen. It's all right here.
Cooper.
Sorry, Miss Jen. And Jen, don't forget to have fun. Spirit fingers, Mama.
We need to get shots in the arms of every single American.
I'm heading to a haircut. Comment if you want me to make more of these. 1 sec.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Hell no. That's my comment. God.
Thank you. We're good. We're good. So yeah, but Matt Gaetz is the weird one. You know, all of that. Matt Gaetz is a bulldog, and I love the way he just strong-armed his way through Congress last year, kicking Kevin McCarthy out of the speaker chair, or the Speaker of the House chair, and getting in. I mean, people were getting really upset because he was disrupting the machine.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we voted for. That's the exact reason people voted for Donald Trump. And so, give us what we want.
Yeah, because I mean, these people they're having to worry about the behind-the-scenes people that are propping them up and all the money.
You remember the time they did the bad lip reading? You remember the bad lip reading?
Oh yeah,
videos?
man, I love them.
Remember when they took that when Kevin McCarthy and Matt Gaetz were fighting on the House floor, and they did a bad lip reading? It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh, here it is. Look at Tony Gump. Look at him.
Man,
he's on it.
Think.
This is this is the bad lip reading from that.
Son, what does it go for, Bill? Can you say it? Well, who knows? A really rich doctor said you were a bummer. And I think you don't know algebra. No, we're talking science, bud. The science of what? Is that a tiger? One of your friends promised me I could flick you in your face. Absolutely, you may not do that.
Hit him in his cringy smirk, for real.
Say any cereal name. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're like people in the 12th century. Why'd he say it like that? You're a formulated pickle
Worse
popper.
than that, he's a storm cloud.
I don't like you, dude. And there's a tiger. That's it. You two guys sent the tiger.
I did not me.
What?
I mean,
tiger? That is reprehensible.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Brad?
I'm a horrible person.
Brad, I'll report you to Nadine. I just want your leg bones to be okay. I brought the tiger. Really, you got somebody on the organ now? Hey man, you're gonna pay for dinner. You're gonna pay.
Yeah, man.
Rogers,
Classic.
It's so good.
Hey, man, you're going to pay for dinner.
And Mike Rogers is such a buffoon, too. And he's the epitome of everything we hate in Washington. He really is. And he's been a representative for East Alabama for a long time. My first interaction with him was when I worked at that radio station in Anniston. And he would occasionally come up there and do little interviews or whatever. And I never thought much about the guy, but this was back when Obama was president, and we were just kind of like, rah, get Obama. And I look back now, and I'm like,
Yeah, we need to get Elon to fund Bird to run against him on a primary.
That would be
I
awesome.
would destroy him.
Could you imagine? We did. There was one guy that ran against him last time that showed up at our event at O'Sherry.
I remember.
And Tony Gump took him outside and talked his ears off for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, I took him away from the crowd, and I tried to red pill him pretty hard. He was a little uneducated in certain areas.
And then we never saw him again. He just disappeared.
You scared him off, Tony.
I know he was spooked a little bit by what I was bringing up.
Yeah.
And Tony beat him over the head with the Federal Reserve, and he just quit.
I think I would do a great job because actually I'm growing out. I've got my sideburns, see?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm growing out a handlebar mustache.
Are you really?
Yes, like Tombstone. I'm gonna buy me a cowboy hat.
Are you seriously doing that?
I'm serious.
Wow.
Yeah, I just it's time for change. I found me a nice hat on Amazon. Cowboy hat. Yeah.
You used to have like handlebar deals at one time, didn't you?
Well, I mean, I had goatee and then I had a full beard. I had that for several years. I'd never had one. When I got divorced, I was like, you know what? I've never had one. Let me do it.
But that whole thing about like twisting it out, that's going to take a long time, right?
Sort of.
Maybe
about as long as it takes to grow out a beard. I'm going to probably have a porn stash to start with.
Yeah.
You know, and then it'll continue to grow out. But I've got some wax because when I had my beard, I shaved it off. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it long here and just see. So I kept it for a couple of days, and I got some beard wax, and it looked good, man. I look just like I should be in Tombstone.
Yeah, I think it'll look good. Maybe rub a little Rogaine under your nose or something.
Why?
You could be like Mr. Pringle or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've already got Uncle Sam gave me the American Eagle cane. Oh, my God.
You could be porn star Pringle Man.
Yes, porn star Pringle Man.
Yeah.
You got to pop it.
Then I would grow into a cowboy.
Have y'all seen this video of the New Zealand kind of Congress? They've apparently, I don't know the backstory on this. I keep seeing the video and it's weirded me out. But I don't know. I think they're like electing Native people to their Congress. And when I say Native people, I mean like, I don't know if you would call them Polynesian or what, but they do those crazy rituals where they're swinging their arms and they're screaming and all that.
And they have the thing that goes, wow.
Yeah, well, they keep breaking out into these chants in New Zealand's Congress, and it is, I don't know how to describe it. I almost, when I watch it, I feel uncomfortable, but I don't know if that's racist to feel uncomfortable by it.
I hope they don't eat them.
So just watch how this goes down. It's weird.
What the hell?
Those get up out of their seat and they start dancing around. Look at the white people. They're like, oh my God, what's going on?
Wow. There are a lot of them in there.
Yeah, there is.
The bill is
The
passed.
House is suspended until the ringing of the bells. The gallery is to be cleared.
Jeez Louise.
And how uncomfortable were the white people in the deal? So I'm just wondering, are the native people of New Zealand, assuming that maybe they're native, are they like coming back to take over?
Yeah, they originally are Bushmen.
Bushmen?
Yeah, you know, like in Australia, you've got the bush country in the middle.
Look up Bushmen on Google.
Yeah, they're the ones that invented the thing. Goes.
But you think those are Bushmen?
Yeah, well, New Zealand is like right next to Australia.
Sand people? Is that right? It's just sand people.
Let's see.
Bushmen redirects here.
Is that New Zealand?
South Africa. No.
No. Did you put New Zealand?
Yeah, put Bushman New Zealand in the Google machine.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
There we go. Josh James, also known as Kiwi Bushman, is a New Zealand adventurer. That's not what we want.
Just do images and see if they're making those faces.
Yeah, just click images. That's all of that guy. So you just made that up. Those are not Bushmen.
I did not make it up. There he is to the left. Look at that guy right there to the left.
Well, that does kind of look like him. Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's
New
like
Zealand people.
Kamala supporter.
It's just, click it. It says four stereotypes of New Zealand people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Error occurred. I just like the picture.
That guy's constipated for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're saying, oh, that's not really the way they are. Well, I beg to differ from what we just saw.
Right. That's the New Zealand people. So take it for what it's worth. I don't know. I thought about bringing that to the show, but I didn't, because it was just, if I'm going to play audio, you really gotta watch it.
You gotta see it. You gotta see the look on the faces.
Yeah, you gotta see the faces.
That woman, she turned demon quick, or idol, or mountain goddess, or whatever. She turned it quick with her eyes.
Do you remember what we talked about last time we were in the studio? What our last episode was about?
Wow, that's a long time ago.
I just want to see if you remember.
Yeah, we talked about some politics, and we said a few funny things, and then we all gave our opinion at the end.
One particular topic leading up to the election that we talked about that wasn't necessarily politics. It was about an animal.
Peanut.
Oh.
Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut.
And don't forget Fred either, the raccoon.
That's right. Freddie always gets left out.
So we found out today, as you see in this headline, Peanut was killed by the state, and officials now say he did not have rabies.
Oh, my.
So they killed him for no reason.
You know what? No, I'm not going to say it. I'll get into it. But I will say something. They probably should put something else put down besides the squirrel.
Oh.
I didn't say it.
I'm not advocating for that.
No, I mean, what are you talking about?
But how frustrating is it? It doesn't have to be for the owner. You would think if he had Peanut for what, 7 years? How long was it?
And he's an indoor squirrel.
He's an indoor squirrel. If that squirrel would have had rabies, somebody would have found out either the easy way or the hard way at some point. But instead, they just, I don't know if they were just doing that to prove a point or what, but they killed Peanut and no rabies. No rabies whatsoever.
You know what? They should like start an office of rodents, of cute rodents, that will make sure that doesn't happen again.
What about guinea pigs?
Well, squirrels and guinea pigs, they're cute.
Maybe gerbils.
Gerbils are cute. Richard Gere loves them.
Is that a real thing? Did Richard Gere really do that?
No, that was a rumor, but it made its rounds.
Google,
that's for sure.
Google that one too.
It was,
I gotta see.
Oh yeah.
But the video was ridiculous of him.
So everybody remembers like growing up as a kid, there was always that rumor about gerbils and gay people and everything else. But I didn't know that originated from Richard Gere. Is that where it started?
I believe so.
Let me see here.
Where did Richard Gere gerbil rumor come from? Let's go with that.
Okay.
There's a video. Perfect.
Oh no, Sly Stallone's in it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it's just Googling like we did. Oh.
That's all they did. What?
Oh, that's the intro for it.
Check.
That in 1984, Richard Gere was allegedly admitted to California's Cedars-Sinai Hospital to have a gerbil surgically removed from his rectum. Stories spread by word of mouth, coast to coast, often repeated as a second-hand account of something that happened to a friend of someone who worked at the hospital. Legends of gerbiling first emerged in the early 80s, spread by ignorance and homophobia, as these rumors mostly targeted celebrities who were known to be, or were suspected of being gay. There's no evidence that Richard Gere was ever admitted to Cedars-Sinai Hospital.
There's even an X-ray up in the corner.
Gerbiling has been thoroughly debunked by far smarter people.
Maybe if Peanut would have been gay, they would have saved him.
Or covering any known cases anywhere ever. Yet throughout the rest of the 80s, Richard Gere's name would become synonymous with gerbils up the butt, and his film career.
What if they gave Peanut like a wheelchair and then called him gay?
Pretty Woman. The film was hugely successful and a welcome boost to his career. The gerbil story should have died there. But not long after the film was released, an anonymous prankster sent thousands of faxes to people all across Hollywood claiming to be a concerned animal rights campaigner exposing Richard Gere for his crimes against hamsters. The series of faxes has not been discovered, but it's clear that they planned this prank and executed it perfectly at a time when it would have its most impact on Gere's image. Soon after, the stories flared up again and haven't gone released.
Of course.
The strangest thing about this urban legend is its persistence. Other celebrity myths have either been forgotten or updated over time. Yet this one survives mostly unchanged. Another myth which emerged at roughly the same time as the Gere hamster story is the now mostly forgotten Rod Stewart was hospitalized for orally pleasing so many sailors that he needed to have his stomach pumped.
Yep. I remember that one, yeah.
Stewart's recently
That's a lot of semen.
Can we then assume
I mean, like people on the boat.
Yeah.
On the boat, yeah.
These were also Navy spread. Not only does Richard Gere believe that the Gerbils story was started maliciously, he also thinks he knows who did it.
Oh!
In 1974, Richard Gere and Sylvester Stallone both starred in a movie called Lords of Flatbush.
Oh, that's right!
By all accounts, they really didn't like each other, and one day, Richard Gere spilled chicken juice in Stallone's car, and a fight kicked off. And it went just about the way you'd expect. And this isn't even the only time they had a scrap. According to Elton John, of all people, they got into a fight in the 90s over who liked Princess Diana better, and Elton John's husband had to break them up. Richard Gere believes that it was Sylvester Stallone who started the rumor that overshadowed everything he's ever done.
I never knew that.
Stallone denies this, and there's no evidence other than Richard Gere's suspicions. But I did find one thing that's interesting. In this interview with Mel Gibson, he talks about how he, Sylvester Stallone, and Richard Gere all shared an agent who would never allow them to be in a room together at the same time. So not only was Richard Gere Stallone's nemesis, but he was also competing against him for roles constantly. During those periods where the Gerbil rumors flared up, Stallone likely got first dibs over Gere when it came to roles. So in a way, Sylvester Stallone is the only person who's ever really benefited from the idea that Richard Gere puts Gerbils up his butt. You can rate this one
up his
false,
bat.
but the rumor that Stallone started
false.
We'll likely never know for sure. Just don't ever piss him off.
Rocky would never have a gerbil up his butt.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I feel like Richard Gere needs to come out with a video where he's like, I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men
I like
no
women's.
more. See, now that I brought that up, we're going to have to watch it.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
to.
I'm getting it.
I've been delivered. Delivered.
There's one after it, too. I'm looking up. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's do this.
What did you come here for? What did you come down here for? Tell me. To get delivered more. To get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not
Speaking
gay.
in tongues.
I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now,
There he goes.
y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold just 1 minute.
Okay.
Now either
So, you got to admit, to give that sort of testimony at a black church takes some balls.
Yeah.
That guy has some balls.
And I hope he's stuck to that because, I mean, you know, that's holding up to a pretty big standard. I mean, everybody out there seeing.
Well, that's all we know of him is that he was once gay and he's been delivered.
He's not gay no more.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that if you are out there.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean,
but
there's
it's
always
just if you're gay and then you go to a church and do that in such dramatic fashion, we're
You
gonna
better
talk
mean
about
it.
You better mean it because
those old black
it's
ladies,
just-
they don't pull no punches.
No, they don't. What you remember that video y'all kept sending to me? It was the guys in the wheelchair singing about they're not gay.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
That's
We
what I
need to play
got.
that too.
I'm pulling that up right now.
At some point, we're gonna have to play the Black Betty deal as well. And I don't. People really want to know why we think the Black Betty thing's so funny. Anyway, well that's for another day. It's fine. It's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
give us this video.
YouTube, please spare us here. So
Yes,
if you missed this,
if we get knocked out, if it skips over this, they dinged us for copyright. But this is not copyright. This is a parody, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm rolling away because my legs are not together every day. Self gas was being a problem. Happy today. At least I'm not
I love this. Here we go, the big finish.
there's one more right behind it. Hold on. I think it's Brian Adams. Yeah, there we go.
Baby, all I want, I need
There he goes.
Heartbreaking.
Now, before we get any hate, this is actually a group, and they do parody songs.
Yeah.
They're very confident.
I mean,
who
they put them up in order for us to laugh, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's funny. What about as far as music goes? Does you mentioned something about Bruce Stringbean?
Yes. He actually had contacted me yesterday. He had been working on a song. He was inspired by what had transpired, and of course his cousin Bruce Springsteen, of course has disowned him.
Yeah, and he's a hack, and he's not even good anymore.
So Springbean is Stringbean. Excuse me, Springbean, whatever your name is. Damn it.
Is he here?
Yeah, let me go get him. Why don't you guys talk? I will go get
John
him.
Bird, you go get him, and we'll be right here waiting on him.
And props to the guys in the wheelchair. That's I hope you two played it for us because that's excellent.
Sometimes when John Bird does these things, when he's like, "Hey, I gotta go get this," you gotta just play along with it because he just. He's not going to give up the shtick until you allow him to leave and pretend somebody new's coming in.
There's only one John Bird for sure.
It's just like think about how many outfits and different costumes he has worn just on this podcast. I mean, when we started in this studio and started bringing John Bird in, it was almost every day. He was an elf. He was a biker. He was a rapper. He was a doctor.
Yeah,
remember the doctor?
We never even asked him to do it one time. He just does it. by himself.
Never once did we mention, "Hey, why don't you dress up?" It was just he showed up and he's dressed up. The doctor one was actually pretty funny because I think he was described and given like prostate exams or something, wasn't he?
I think so. I think he mentioned kidney stones at one point.
Oh, that's what it was. His kidney stones. Yeah. We need to go back and watch some of those old episodes because they're actually pretty funny.
Oh man!
So, what do you think he's going to be singing here? With this, is it? I assume it's a Bruce Springsteen song.
Didn't he do Bruce one time before? I believe.
Yeah, but I think the Bruce Stringbean thing was born sometime around New Year's.
Oh, that's right.
Also, speaking of which, we never got to celebrate our 1-year anniversary in the studio, which was.
I think wasn't it like early October? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was October.
Well, congratulations, 1 year.
Yay! What if we say New Year's is our 1-year anniversary?
That would give us like we had a soft opening, but our grand opening was on New Year's.
Our New Year's was actually our first live we did. And that was actually a lot of fun. We should do that again.
Yeah, it was fun until the following morning when I had to wake up with a headache and all that.
Yeah, there was a lot of drinking. And I had that Trump wine that wasn't any good, but I think that was our good luck charm because some people said don't open that until Trump gets elected, but I said I think if we open it and we drink it on New Year's, it will set the precedent that he will be elected in November, and that's exactly what happened.
It's funny how it all works out.
Oh, look, who is it? Looks like Bruce Stringbean has just...
How y'all doing, man?
Come in the studio.
Good to be here. It's been a good week.
Yeah?
Yeah, it kind of inspired me, and so I put together a song. I appreciate the last time y'all let me come on here. I did The Felon and the Dead Man.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
So I've got this here. So I'd like to. I just wrote it.
Wrote it.
Yes.
As in today? You just wrote it?
About 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So,
fair enough.
Yeah. So let me
have
get
a guitar?
Yeah. Let me get out my guitar.
Okay. Bruce Stringbean, everybody. And your friend John Bird actually will be playing some music tomorrow on my radio show.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing a little bit.
If you want to suggest a song for him, I don't even know what the song is for tomorrow, but
Mr. Sandman.
Enter Sandman?
No, Mr. Sandman from the 50s. Mr. Sandman, one of my favorites.
Okay.
Wasn't he supposed to do Jenny the 675
last week, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That old man with the arthritis, he was like, ooh, my
No,
hands hurt.
last week was a slow song. It was the week before that.
It was to make you feel my little Bob Dylan.
See, so you telling me you listened to the show, Bruce Stringbean?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Okay, fair enough.
Check this out. Hey now.
That was good.
But let's get serious here. I like to tell a story with my songs.
What's the name of this song?
This one is called The Old Man, the Sheriff, and Camel Toe.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The old man and camel toe, time for their bony asses to hit the road. You can't stick around, a new sheriff's in town. Goodbye to the old man, camel toe. In 2020, the election they stole and turned America into a toilet bowl. The old man fumbled and stumbled around, and Camel Toe had the presence of a circus clown. Despite the cheating and trickery, Sheriff, he made history. Well, Camel Toe got endorsements from celebrities like De Niro, Oprah, Beyonce, and P. Diddy. The old man, he was really pissed and voted for the sheriff. Camel Toe was dismissed. Now the sheriff's back to make America great. Let's put away the blue hair delusions and hate. There's one thing I can guarantee: two people you will never more see. The old man, Camel Toe. Time to go for the old man and Camel Toe. The old man, Camel Toe.
Wow! Hey now. That was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed that one, Bruce Stringbean.
Well, I wrote it from my heart.
Yeah, I could tell. Once I heard Camel Toe in the title, I said, "Okay, it's gonna be good."
Stringbean's based.
I don't like to use real names. I don't want to get sued.
Right.
So you kind of give them a description of what they really are.
Very accurate description you had there as well.
I think so. I feel good about it.
Now, I'm at this part in our show where John Bird had brought us an offering, if you will.
Well, ain't that cute?
And it's called Angry Shakespeare, which if you're a big listener of the show, you know what that is. Or do you want to stay here for that, or do you want John Bird to come back?
No, I think I'll take a look at this crap.
Okay.
This is un-American, and I'm ashamed of you, John Bird turd.
What? You don't know what it is yet. Why do you think it's un-American?
Angry Shakespeare raps. Come on, it's probably some of that Run DMC stuff.
Okay.
Grandmaster Flash.
He's straight out of a time capsule, apparently. All right, so Tony Gump, what's the name of this one?
This would be Check Yourself.
Check Yourself by Master Thespian John Bird, Angry Shakespeare. At least we think it is. There's no telling what it is.
Good evening, and welcome to Angry Shakespeare Raps. Our next selection from the Great Book of Rap.
Giant Book of Rap.
Yes.
Is Check Yourself by the legendary Ice Cube.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, word is bond. Das effects in this, you know what I'm saying? Straight from the sewer, word is bond. Yeah, oh yeah. We do this with my Where's my
Ice Cube in the motherfucker. Word is born here. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, 'cause I'm bad for your health. I come real stealth, dropping bombs on your moms. Fuck car alarms. Doing foul crime, I'm that nigga with your Alpine. Sold it for 6-0. Always let tricks know. And friends know we got the endo. No, I'm not a sucker sitting in a house of pain. And no, I'm not the butler. I'll cut you. Hey, butcher, you say you can't touch this? And I wouldn't touch you, in fact. Motherfucker. Here to let you know, oh boy, I make dough, but don't call me doughboy. This ain't no fucking motion picture. A guy or bitcha, my niggas get with ya and hit ya. Taking that yak to the neck, so you better run a check. So come on and chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, come on and check yourself before you wreck yourself. Microphone, check. 1, 2, check it. Microphone, check. 1, 2, check it. Tricks want to step to Cube and then they get played. 'Cause they bitch made pulling out a switchblade. That's kind of trifle, 'cause that's a knife, ho. AK-47 assault rifle. Hold the 50. I'm nifty. Pow! I got a new style. Watch out now. I hate motherfuckers claiming that they're folding bank, but steady talking shit in the holding tank. First you want to step to me? They send you to Charlie Baker Denver Row. Now they're running up in the slow. You're gone. Used to be the Don Juan. Check that shit out. Now your name is just Twan. Switching, snapping, rolling your eyes and neck. You better run a check. So chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Come on and check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. So chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. 'Cause big dicks up in your ass. Bad for your health. Microphone, 1, 2, check it. Microphone, check. 1, 2, check
Didn't even beep it.
Come on and chickadee check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Motherfucker.
I know.
Nice.
Shout out to DJT, by the way.
All right.
That's awesome.
That was good.
It was so funny. I think you should probably excuse me. I think John Bird should miss some cuss words next time. Like just beep it in the wrong spot, because that adds to the value.
Well, he's classless and un-American. He probably would do that.
You really? I thought you guys had a good relationship.
I can't stand that son of a bitch. He doesn't stand for America.
I don't know. He seems like he does. But listen, that's neither here nor there. I don't know what has happened to John Bird, so you're going to have to wrap up the show with us. And we do something called the final words. Mm-hmm. And you will just give us, your final thoughts on just life, I guess.
All right.
We'll go first with Tony Gump.
Sure. Shout out to the guys in the wheelchairs. First off,
we feel like we owe them something at this point.
That's so good. And thank God for Elon Musk. I think if it weren't for Elon Musk, things would have went different in the whole grand scheme of things. So thank you, Elon, for everything you did, and everybody else. It was a hard-fought battle, and I'm just so happy about the election, but we got to make it to the 20th of January and see this thing through like everything else.
That's right.
Let's do this, get plenty of water, meet sunlight, and sleep, and just stay happy. There's lots of reasons to be happy right now.
And protect Donald Trump at all costs.
Yes.
Ramp up security unlike anything you've ever done.
Yep.
Because with each cabinet pick, he's becoming more dangerous to those who want to off him. Anyway, Bruce Stringbean. So you've got your guitar with you now.
Yeah, I do my best speaking with the guitar.
So if you want to give us your final thoughts.
This is straight from the heart. I have no idea what I'm going to say. America, Donald Trump
weird ass blue haired chicks. Donald Trump. You gotta stay regular. Piss 2 times a day at least. When morning time comes, you gotta drop a bomb and flush it away. God bless America.
I know. You weren't lying. You had no idea what you were going to say before you started that. So, oh God, I lost my pen during that. I can't end the show. All right, thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for hanging out with us, watching this episode. Watch all of our other episodes while you're at it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, see you guys.